is Advanced Clinical Intervention. I want to welcome all of you to this class, and I'm Dr. Cali Estes of the Addictions Coach, the Addictions Academy, and I want to tell you why we started this. 7 years ago, I had the Addictions Coach, and I was working with celebrities, doctors, CEOs, musicians, actors, etc., NFL, NBA, MLB, doing high-profile coaching. I used to be a clinician. I have 25 years in the clinical side, so I did therapy and counseling, and it wasn't working. I don't know if anybody's had a therapist or counselor, but it doesn't work. It's years and years and years of problems. So I became a life coach, and I started using these coaching tools with my clients, and I noticed it worked. And I noticed I had clients that I had seen for 2 or 3 years all of a sudden didn't need me. Bad for business, good for the client. So I started putting together a program to teach other people how to do this because there was nothing on the market to make the transition from therapy to coaching or something else you could do without a degree. With counseling, you have to have a bachelor's in Florida. If you don't have a bachelor's, they won't take you because you can't sign off on the insurance. So all these people said, well, I'm in recovery, but I can't help. I can't give back, I can't have a career in this because I have to go get my bachelor's or my master's, and then worst case scenario, I make $28,000 a year with my bachelor's in Florida. With a master's, you make 44. So people said, why should I go for all this schooling to make no money? So we created the Addictions Academy, or I created the Addictions Academy, and we have grown. We're in 23 countries, 5 languages. We have 20 teachers and 35 classes. We have everything. We've got harm reduction, which is the MATs, so Suboxone, methadone, the needle program. We have internet addiction coaching. We have nutrition in recovery, because how many of you got sober and the first thing you ate was a candy bar? Right? You don't feel good, have a piece of candy, have a piece of sugar. What happens is, fast forward 2 years later, you've gained weight, you don't feel good, and now you eat sugar instead of heroin or alcohol or whatever. So we have a whole class that teaches you how to eat for your body. We also have a brain health class. Big problem with treatment centers is they have talk therapy, right? Come in, sit down, talk about your problems. That's great. But what if your brain is screwed up from all the meth you took? Nobody fixes that. They offer the brain paint or they offer the brain machine, but what happens when you go home? You're not going to buy the $6,000 machine and use it. Where is the supplements for that? How do they reverse that? We have a whole class on that. We have a whole supplement line coming out to fix all those problems. So when you're working with your clients, it's not just talk coaching or talk therapy, it's extra help. We have a fitness and recovery class. We have all different kinds of classes. We have intervention, and then we have advanced clinical. Advanced clinical is the only one of its kind, that's today, and it covers mental health addictions, interventions. It covers drug and alcohol, which I'm sure you all know, gambling, sex addiction. What do you do if you have a sex addict? How do you handle them differently? How about a food addict? Anybody here have any food issues? Anybody eat sugar? Who eats sugar? Okay, we're going to talk about that too. So all of those types of interventions can be done. How about shopping? How about hoarding? You guys watch the hoarding show? How many people have an Amazon Prime app on your phone? How many of you have at least one game on your phone? Candy Crush or something, and when you're bored, you're on it, right? That can become excessive. How do you break somebody of that behavior is how we're going to teach this class. And then where do you put them? What treatment centers do I use? Is there a treatment center for social media and internet? Where do I put this person? How do I help them? And then we're going to learn about primary and secondary addictions, because there's always primary and secondary. So show of hands who wants to self-disclose, who's in recovery or who had an addiction at some point. Okay? Did you know after you got that under control, you had a secondary something pop up? For most women, it's food, right? Most men, it's gambling or sex. But that can change depending on the person. What do you do with that? What if you get the drugs and alcohol under control, and all of a sudden you can't handle the gambling, the gaming, the social media, the sugar, right? It's something. So when we do the intervention and put somebody into treatment, we also have to help them on the back end, which is why we teach coaching. When they come out, now what? Now they go home and they have the same stuff they haven't handled at home. So we have coaching. So that's why I developed the Addictions Academy. We've been in business almost 7 years, trained 7,000 people, the largest in the world. Anything you want, we have available here.